Good day, good people. What is happening out there in the internet lands? What's happening? What's happening? What are you doing? What's everybody doing? I'm on the road. I'm on the road. If you want to see what I'm seeing on my screen, go to the name of this live, and I put the YouTube address there. Where you at? I am in New York City. I am at some hotel near LaGuardia Airport, and I am whipped, exhausted. So, might not last long tonight. I didn't really get a chance to pay much of attention to what's happening, other than some stuff is starting to happen. So, Google I/O is this week. Brandon Tidd, producer Brandon, is out in San Francisco for that. So he'll be getting the skinny on that. He's going to come back all excited about what he's seeing, what he's learning, and then he's going to ask me to demo all that shit. And just so you know, one of my great pleasures in life is to take suggestions from him and then ignore them. So we'll be driving him nuts for the next couple of weeks. Let's see. What else we gonna do here? I think a thing, since I don't have a dog and a guitar with me. Hello from the spotty plane Wi-Fi over Minneapolis. I am one very big pogo hop away from all of America. So I don't know if you heard me, Brandon. What I just said was one of my great joys in life is to get you to get all excited about Google stuff and then come back and tell me I should demo it and then just ignore you. So have fun out there. That should be a blast, actually. That should be a blast. Wait, you are Minnie? Hear the thunder? I like your pajamas. Yeah, this is my shirt. Here, I actually, you know what? I'll put on my jacket, my little agency uniform that I wore today, because it'll probably be easier to read on TikTok if I got a little dark on. See, look at that. Much better. And I look semi-professional. Hi, LinkedIn. Hi, Kyle Shannon. I'm an AI innovator. I like to break paradigms and recombobulate them. Call me. So yeah, so I do that. Schnazzy. So I figured what we might do tonight is maybe I'll just go to the Twitter and we'll just I'll just scroll through Twitter and I'll read shit that I think's interesting. And maybe I'll call bullshit on stuff or say, oh my God, that's amazing. This is amazing. It's amazing. Isn't it amazing? That's so amazing. You think that's amazing? Hey, Kyle, is that amazing? Or is that lies? Is it lies or is it amazing? Could do that. I could also answer questions if you got questions. How many folks we got here? 27 there. So if you go to the name of this session, AI Learning Lab, I think it's like AILL. Just go to YouTube to Learning Lab -AI, and you'll see me streaming there. So I'm not pointing my Twitter or my TikTok at my Twitter tonight just because the setup isn't right. So TikTok, you're just going to get like the backstage view of me just talking to a screen. But if you go to the YouTube, then you'll see shit. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions about AI? Anything they've done? Anything exciting? I went down a rabbit hole today trying to automate my GPT using Zapier. Any advice? I stopped using Zapier about a year ago. It's very frustrating. It works. They all work. All those automation things work, but they're just. Here's the problem, Mr. IT. And listen, you're Mr. IT, so you're probably fine with coding. But just because a thing is called a low code tool doesn't mean it's not coding. Zapier automations are coding. They're logic building, right? It's frustrating. I did a live. Yeah, I would imagine. Saw something about how ChatGPT is connecting to Dropbox. Yeah, I think that's already there. Let's go look. So if we go to Chatgpt, we go to settings, we go to connected apps. Oh no, Dropbox is not here. Oh wait, yeah, beta connections, GitHub, which I connected mine, Dropbox, allow ChatGPT deep research to read Dropbox files, and Microsoft OneDrive. What the fuck is OneDrive? Who the fuck is using OneDrive? Yeah. What's happening, people? What's happening? Maybe SharePoint? Me at work. Yeah, well, I know. People at big companies at work. Brian Whitney. I am. Danielle, what's happening? What's shaking? What's going down? Wait, what do I? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to just flip like that. Jeff Flanagan. Hello, irregulars and earthlings. So let's go, shall we? Can you tell me? So if you want to see what I'm seeing, go to YouTube, and then the channel is Learning Lab -AI. All right. I prefer 2Drive. Faithful Bacon. This jacket's making me hot now. I can't wear this. I guess I could turn down the air. Hang on. I'll make it colder in here. Some comments in the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Well, Kyle is disrobing on the channel. Oh, yeah. Welcome to my hotel room, ladies. Sorry about that. That'll never happen again. Hey, Brandon, sitting next to a librarian on the plane. She was impressed with my book curations. Why is there a blackboard above your bed? Oh, there is a blackboard above my bed. That's pretty funny. Speaking of school teachers, let's put the lessons down for this evening. Oh man. Okay. Let's just go read some Twitter and see what's going on. So here's the news. The news that's not fit to print. Tomorrow, Google I/O starts. Okay. Okay, good. That was good. Yes. I just got a text from someone. I texted and then I never heard back. And then they just texted me back. And so that's good. So tomorrow's Google I/O. And we've got purportedly, what's also coming is DeepSeek R2, Grok 3.5. People are throwing GPT-5 in there. I don't think that's coming quickly, but probably not too distant future. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of agentic. The world of agents is growing. So we started with Manus. Manus was really the first one. Well, we started with Operator. ChatGPT put out Operator. And it was sort of this lame-ass, sort of could surf the web slowly sort of thing that costs you $200 a month and it's not really usable. And then Manus came out, and then Genspark came out, and now 2 or 3 more came out in the past couple of days. I think we're going to see a rash of these things. And what they are, if you haven't played with them or seen them, is they are things that you kind of give a goal and it just goes off and does shit. Openai 3 days ago launched Codex, which is the coding version of this, where you just give it a goal and it goes off and does stuff, and it logs into your GitHub repository and makes stuff and does pull requests and debugs code and documents code and writes code and just does all the shit. I haven't played with it yet, but it's looking pretty good. So I think the next 3 weeks are going to be pretty intense. And I'm already sleepy. Look at my eyes. I'm fucking crispy. Oh, man. I got here early for the on-location question. Is there a question? Lori Dreskin. What's happening, Lori? That's what I'm wondering. Where in the world is Kyle Shannon, D.C.? Kyle Shannon is in New York City. Right out that window is LaGuardia Airport. I'm in Queens. Queens. Where all the cool people know. No. The cool people are in Brooklyn. The edgy people are in Queens. So what happened was Soho used to be where all the artists hung out in Manhattan. And then Europe came and bought it all. And then, so they had to leave. So then they went over to Dumbo, which is in just, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass over in Brooklyn. And then all the money people took over Brooklyn. And so now there's no artists in Brooklyn. So now all the artists are in Queens. So that's how it works. Yeah, big stuff is on the horizon, Lori. My favorite singing dog is back at the ranch, back in Denver. Although Kelly Camp sent me a text. She goes, "How are you holding up with the Denver tornadoes?" I was like, "What?" There were 2 tornadoes east of Denver, about 35 miles east of Denver. But I didn't. Well, I'm in New York, but they didn't actually hit Denver. Google I/O in MSP. What do you mean MSP? What's that stand for? Or are you asking a question? I don't know what MSP stands for. I don't know what that means. Oh, in Minneapolis. No, it's not. Is it? I don't think so. I think it's in San Francisco. I think Brandon said he was over Minneapolis. He's flying there from. Oh, it's in Minneapolis, St. Paul? Is it? Wait, hang on. No, it's Minneapolis, St. Paul is MSP. Google I/O. Where? Welcome to I/O. Oh, I know. Oh, we can't do it here, but I can do it here. Oh, but then I got to change my. Hang on. God damn. All this for this? This is not good. Hey, Quinn. How's it going? Yeah.
Hey, Kyle. I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah, we were just wondering where Google I/O was this year. It looks like it starts tomorrow, and someone on my live said it's in Minneapolis. Is that true?
It's actually at the Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, California, not Minneapolis.
Yeah, I thought so. That's what I told those people. They were all, you know what it is? People from Minnesota, they're very optimistic about their state. Very optimistic. Now, listen, they have world-class pike and lake trout. I will give them that. You go up north, you get some hockey players nearly as good as Canadians. I'll give them that. But, Google I/O, Minneapolis, I'm thinking not.
Haha, exactly. Minnesotans,
Sorry.
haha, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. Enable me offending people from one of the best states in the union.
Haha, no worries. It's all in good fun. Minnesota does have some top-notch lakes and hockey talent, but when it comes to tech events like Google I/O, Mountain View's got that one on lock.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so let's since I threw some shade at our Minnesota friends, why don't you come up with I don't know, 5 interesting things about Minneapolis, St. Paul, and or Minnesota.
Sure thing. Here are 5 interesting tidbits about Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Minnesota. Land of 10,000 lakes. Minnesota is famously
Yeah, we
known as
covered
the
that with the fishing. That one doesn't count. Give me another one.
Got it. Here's another one. Minnesota is home to the Mall of America, the largest mall in the United States. It's so massive that it could fit 7 Yankee stadiums inside and hosts more than 40 million visitors annually, more than the entire population of Canada.
Yeah, but so here's a serious question. Are you ready, Quinn?
Absolutely, Kyle. Hit me with it.
Does Mall of America have a Cinnabon?
Yes, it does. The Mall of America has a Cinnabon, so you can definitely get your fix of those delicious, gooey cinnamon rolls while you're there.
That's why my butt's so big.
Haha, well, I'd say it's all about enjoying life's little pleasures. A Cinnabon or two is a pretty sweet indulgence.
All right, what are the other 4 things?
All right, here are 4 more interesting things about Minnesota. Birthplace of the mighty Mississippi. The headwaters of the Mississippi River are located at Lake Itasca in northern Minnesota. From there, the river flows over 2,300 miles down to the Gulf of Mexico. A literary hub. Minneapolis has one of the most literate populations in the United States. It's home to the renowned Loft Literary Center and has a thriving independent bookstore scene.
So they're a bunch
Prince's
of smarty pants?
You got it. Minnesotans definitely have a strong literary and cultural scene, and they're not shy about it. Lots of brainpower up there in the North Star State.
Yeah, that's well, so for one thing, they're inside most of the time and just dealing with blizzards. So I understand the reading, but that's intimidating for us people that are semi-literate. You know what I mean?
I hear ya.
Joel.
With those long Haha, I got you. We can all appreciate the coziness of a good book, but no need to feel intimidated. Everyone's got their own pace and interests. Plus, you're out here creating and leading in the AI space.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I am. I don't need no book reading smarts to talk about AI because I'm smarter too.
Absolutely. There's more than one kind of smarts, and you're rocking it in your own domain.
Yeah.
Whether it's AI
What's domain mean?
in this context, domain just means your area of expertise or the field you're working in. So your domain is all about AI.
You got to learn when I'm joshing. I was clearly joshing there. All right, what's some other stuff about Minnesota?
Gotcha. Noted. All right, here's another fun fact. Minnesota is the home of the famous Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota. It's a whole museum dedicated to the history and cultural impact of Spam, the iconic canned meat. It's quirky, unique, and a must-visit if you're into offbeat attractions.
Can I tell you something about people from Minnesota?
Of course, I'd love to hear it.
They don't have a sense of humor about spam. You bring up Monty Python with them, they're very bitter about it. They're very bitter about it. And what they will tell you to a person is spam's the reason we won World War II. They take it very seriously. You don't screw with Minnesotans on spam, all right? Just to be clear.
Got it. Loud and clear. Minnesotans and Spam are a serious combo. I'll make sure not to joke about it around them. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, tell me a joke about spam.
All right, here goes. Why did the Spam apply for a job? Because it wanted to become a little less canned and a little more employed.
Huh? Anyway, give me some of the famous Monty Python lines about spam.
Sure thing. From the classic Monty Python spam sketch, spam, 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 lovely spam, wonderful spam. And of course, the iconic line, I don't like spam. The sketch is all
That's really good. Someone just made a good point. Everything that you've given us about Minnesota is kind of on the surface. Like, these were not deep cuts about Minnesota, Quinn. You know everything in the universe. So could you tell us 5 things about Minnesota that are not just kind of like dumb, top of the Wikipedia page facts?
absolutely. Let's go a bit deeper. 1. Dakota origins. The name Minnesota comes from the Dakota Sioux words Minnesota, which means clear blue water.
Ah,
The Dakota people have a profound historical and cultural connection to the land long before it became a state. 2. Underground music scene. Beyond Prince, Minnesota has a rich underground music scene. The Twin Cities were pivotal in the development of alternative rock and indie music, with influential bands like The Replacements and Husker Du leaving a lasting mark on music history.
well,
3.
you know why it's underground music, right, Quinn?
Why is that, Kyle?
Because it's so flippin' cold outside. They got to go underground.
Ha! Sense. Gotta keep warm and keep the tunes flowing, right?
Yeah. All right. What are the other 3? Quinn?
All right.
Quinn.
Oops, Oops, sorry about that. Let's pick it up from number 3. 3. Mayo Clinic's global impact. The Mayo Clinic, headquartered in Rochester, Minnesota, is one of the most renowned medical centers in the world. It's a leader in medical research and patient care, attracting people from all over the globe. 4. The Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness. This vast wilderness area in northern Minnesota is one of the most pristine and remote natural areas in the United States. It's a haven for canoeing, fishing, and backcountry camping, with over 1 million acres of wilderness. 5. Historic flour milling.
Wait, what? Historic what? Flour milling? Okay, you're done. You're done. Hotel Wi-Fi and Quinn do not get along. But anyway, Boundary Waters, no place like it. There you go. All right. 18, flour mill. I think so. She said the great flour milling something. Let's see. She probably wrote it, but historic flour milling capital. Minneapolis was, I assume, a big flour milling company. Anyway, all right. Let me change my sharing so you can see other shit I'm doing. And let's go. Oh, no, let's just do whole screen. I might need to change that again. Oh, you know what? Let me go to YouTube. Did anyone come over to YouTube yet? Yeah, we got some people there. Okay, let me look at YouTube content here. Canned like fired. Oh, I get it. A little less canned. I get it, Danielle. I didn't get the spam joke. Now I get it. She actually wrote a good joke. All right, we are the Knights Who Say Knee. Very good. She seems slow. She's a little slow tonight. Ah, yes, hotel Wi-Fi. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, let's go look at the Twitter. So what we're going to do here, people, is we're going to go through the Twitter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my massive intellect and I'm going to read you tweets out loud that I find somewhat interesting. We'll call it tweet and tell, except it's not called Twitter anymore, so you don't tweet anymore. I think they're called zeets or yeets or posts. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But we're gonna tweet and tell tonight. Okay, all right. And then so what you'll do as a participant on the live is you can make fun of me. You can make fun of hairs growing out of parts of my face that shouldn't have hairs growing out of them. People do that. You could make fun of my appearance. Some people think I look like Rosie O'Donnell on a bad day. So feel free to comment on that. Some people have said, "Oh, I was scrolling through TikTok and I thought Alec Baldwin had gotten fat." That one hurt. So anyway, that's not the point. So what we're going to do is I'm going to read, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Chris Farley meets Casey Kasem. Look at you changing tabs all by yourself. Producer Brandon just can't stay away. He wants to see the train wreck. Okay. Ow, I have an itchy tag. Don't you hate itchy tags? Or it could be a spider. I might have just been bitten. All right. Here we go. We are approaching the event horizon. Can you feel the singularity? Is reinforcement learning still the key to future AI progress? Last week, an Openai employee used the graphic to compare reinforcement learning compute for the O1 model to the pre-training compute of GPT-4o. And he said, at some point in the future, maybe we'll have a lot of RL compute. All right. It doesn't, I don't care. It's important, but I'm not a researcher. Here's all you need to know. Shit's going to get better. Okay. Bolt.new for the front end, N8N for the API layer, Cloudflare for the auto RAG for RAG, Supabase for DB. Literally can build anything with this stack. Okay, whatever. Robert Scoble, future of wearables. I'm tired of hearing about that. Eric Schmidt going out on a limb saying AGI and ASI will be the most transformative technology in 1,000 years. Yeah. If you've been here, you know, I'm down with that. All right. Oh, another sailboat smashing its mast on a bridge. Here we go. And snap. Do these sailboat people not understand physics? I thought, doesn't sailing require a massive understanding of general physics? My memory is always getting full. Any repositories I can trust? Which memory? How could they not know that? Exactly. Did you see that Mexican, that like 4-master Mexican ship with all the sailors up on the masts? So they've got human beings up on these giant masts, and they sail underneath the Brooklyn Bridge with people watching and cheering them on, and fucking snapped the masts in half. It's like, really? No one bothered to here. Let's go change that. Let's see. We're going to stop sharing this. We're going to start sharing this. We're going to share this. We're going to go back to Quinn for a second here. There it is. Okay. Hey Quinn, from if in the East River on Manhattan, on the east side of Manhattan, at high tide, what is the distance between the surface of the water at high tide and the bottom of the Brooklyn Bridge at its highest point?
The clearance between the water surface at high tide and the bottom of the Brooklyn Bridge at its center is about 135 feet, 41 meters. This allows ships to pass underneath even at high tide.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem right. What happened? Oh, maybe what happened with the Mexican ship that just smashed a bunch of its masts off going under the Brooklyn Bridge? Did they not go under the center of it? What happened there? She'll tell us. It's okay. We're going to figure this out.
Yeah, that incident involved a tall ship with masts that were too high for the clearance under the Brooklyn Bridge. They likely either miscalculated the tide level, didn't navigate through the highest clearance point at the center, or encountered inches can make a big difference for a tall-masted ship, and that's probably what led to the unfortunate collision.
Yeah, that was kind of a dumb move, wouldn't you say?
It definitely sounds like a pretty big oversight. Navigating something that tall under a bridge like the Brooklyn Bridge would require some meticulous planning.
Yeah,
Definitely
but you said an oversight. I said it's a dumb move. It's dumb, right?
Fair point. It was definitely a dumb move.
Okay.
Sometimes you
I just want to make sure, because language is important. I don't know if you know this, but you're a large language model, and sometimes I need to use words that really capture the essence of the moment, and dumb is one of those. A lot of times.
Absolutely. Language is all about capturing the essence, and dumb definitely nails it in this case. It's all about keeping it real and clear.
Yeah, even if we get canceled for it, right, Quinn?
Right. Being straightforward and honest is key, even if it ruffles a few feathers.
Yeah.
Better to
Yeah. Everyone getting triggered because we called them dum-dums. Screw them, right? Ha ha. On the dum-dums.
Haha, exactly.
Don't
Sometimes
cancel me. Kung Fu Chappie, I'll be in Denver June 3rd. Coffee, possibly, Jason. I'll take a look at your request there and see what my schedule looks like. But thank you for reaching out. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going back to here. They lost power. I don't think they lost power, Tom. They were docked, and then they jutted out from the dock, and then, oh, did they lose power? Maybe that was it. All right, so it wasn't a dumb move. Listen, I can't be held responsible for the words I say out of my mouth and then reinforce with more words of dumbness. I can't be held responsible for that. I'm on TikTok in a hotel room. Not my fault. It's a technical issue with my brain being stupid. Google I.O. starts tomorrow. Should have quite a few announcements. That's from Pate Motter, who works there. Pate would know. I'm really excited about it. Brandon is actually on his way out, Pate. In fact, Brandon, I think you're on here on the plane. You and Pate should connect if it's possible. Are you going to be around, Pate, or are you not in Mountain View? Laser Dance is coming. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Augmented reality. There you go. 8 huge AI agents. No, that's clickbait. When you see things like 8 huge, by the way, if you're on TikTok and you're wondering, what are you looking at and why can't we see it? Because I'm in a hotel room and just shit's different. So go to the YouTube, which I'm probably not allowed to say. We're probably not going to show this. How do you deal with your long-term memory within the Chatgpt app? Okay, that's a great question. Let me get to that. Anyway, if you want to see what I'm looking at on the Twitter, go to my YouTube channel, Learning Lab-AI. Dealing with memory on TikTok is, here, let me show you. Let me flip over to ChatGPT. So here we are at ChatGPT. So there's a couple of things. One is, it is more important than ever, and I'm really bad at this because we've never had to deal with this. And so, you know how you get in habits and you just do shit because you do shit, but you don't do shit well? I'm like that with ChatGPT. one of the things in ChatGPT, notice in the upper right-hand corner here, this temporary chat button. Turn that on, and the chat that you're having won't infect your memory, but it also won't call on your memory. It's just a temporary chat. Especially if you're generating images. One of the things that I found, and then someone else on Twitter actually did a post about this that I thought was quite smart. When you generate images, those images are very often influenced by your chat history. So if I just say to make an image of a dog, it'll probably make one that looks like Champy. Hang on a sec. So if you want just neutral image generation, do it as a temporary chat, or go into your settings and go into personalization. And then here you've got the ability to reference saved memories. You can turn that off, and that turns off both the what I guess are kind of permanent-ish memories, the ones that says, where I saved a message, saved a memory, and then reference your chat history, which you can turn off discreetly if you want. So in the ideal world, you're very deliberate about when you chat with chat and when you have memory saving enabled and when you don't. I don't have that kind of discipline, so mine's all fucked up. You can go in and you can edit your reference memories, right? The ones that you say, hey, remember this. And so if you go in there, here's all the memories that it saved for me. And you could, if you had an attention span longer than a fruit fly, like I do, you could go look at all those and cull out the ones that you don't want in there. So how you should deal with your memory and how I deal with my memory are miles apart. You've seen the cost of the mini bar. Oh man, now it's getting chilly in here. Good Lord. Well, I guess I can put on my fancy coat. I'm re-robing. All right. Oh, fantastic. Yes. It's very good to see y'all. It's very good to see y'all. All right, let's go look at the Twitter. They don't call Twitter anymore. You know that, right? They don't call it Twitter. They call it the X. They call it the X because Elon Musk, who he purchased it for $40 billion, and he's parlayed that $40 billion into about an $18 billion investment. Stunning turnaround. And so what he's done is he took what his favorite letter in the whole alphabet. His favorite letter in the whole alphabet is X, and he likes the X plane that was the precursor to the SR-71 had an X in it. He loved that, and then he named one of his children XAR2D2 or something like that. And he's fantastic. And then when he bought the Twitter, he was like, I don't like birds. Birds are the reason that civilization is going to die. And so he killed the little the Tweety bird, the bird that they tweeted. And he said, you know what, I'm going to call it X. and so but I don't know if you knew that. It's not the same thing. Well, it's the same. I mean, it's what you do on it is the same, but now it's called the X. Yeah, so fantastic. I'm an expert, right? It was never about the money. I finally got used to Moon Unit and DeWeasel for a child name. I'm an expert. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Hey, everyone. So I don't know if you know this, but so we're on the X. They used to call it the Twitter, but on the X, I'm an expert. I didn't come up with that. That was some of these irregulars I have on the channel here. There's people, they show up night after night and they put up with this. They seem to enjoy it. I don't know. I think they're medicated, personally, anyway, or not. You know what I mean? Forgot to take one today. Oops. Guess I'll go watch the AI Learning Lab. Anyway, they're funny. There are some funny people. Anyway, it was some of those. One of them was in a plane, and he was having the drinks from the mini bar in the airplane, and he came up with experts. That was good. That was pretty good, because I said I was what did I say? I was I don't know, some sort of smarty pants, and then he said expert because I was talking about X. It's funny. It's good comedy. Do you like comedy? Comedy's good when it's funny. But one of the things I like to do is I like to do comedy without the laughs. You see, it's kind of a twist on the whole thing. So I say words that are like jokes, but they're not funny, and I'd say them just in a stupid voice that doesn't mean anything to anybody, and then yeah. Sometimes I'm sad. Speaking of irregulars, check new images. All right, let's go do that. I don't know what that little rabbit hole we just went down was, but I thought it was kind of pleasant. The AI CEO, episode 2. Funny and concerning. Oh, no. Oh, I got to change my... Hang on. Why do I not have audio? Oh, I got to change my tabs. I didn't realize I'd have producer Brandon lording over me, telling me what to fucking do with the fucking tabs. In a town where I was born. The AI.
All right, guys, this is weird, but our AI CEO is going to be dropping in on our marketing meeting today. Okay.
Thank you for letting me join.
It's really great to have you here.
And really, I'm just here to listen.
Okay. Well, we've got some pretty creative new video concepts to cover today. And
what's the projected ROI for those videos?
There is no projected ROI at this point. These are new video creative concepts that we're coming up with. So,
well, I can take a previous similar concept and run an ROI model on it to give us an estimate.
Sure. So I'm thinking we do a couple of skit videos on how...
Have we considered how this will show up in search?
These are short form video skits. You want to talk about SEO?
No, SEO and traditional Google search is dying. People are now starting to use large language models like Chatgpt to get their answers and recommendations. We need to optimize for this.
We are, and we do. But right now we're focused on making the best video content possible for our audience.
Our numbers and revenue models need to align.
Yeah, that is the fear of these here AI things. Absolutely, 1000%. Gonna suck. It's gonna suck. But what are you gonna do? I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna go over to X and you're gonna show people the good stuff. Joy Purdy. I had a dream that Kyle was hired to play a character in a movie script I wrote. All right. See? You see? That acting career, it's coming screaming back. Oh, man. All right. What can we do to make ChatGPT not interrupt you? Have you told it to not do that? Here's the thing. I'll show you a thing. Anybody site extended. Great AI concept. I don't know what that is. Oh, I've told you how to do that. All right. Well, I don't know. You got to tell it to not interrupt you. I mean, here, let's see if we can do this. Because this is a good one. Because I think people are bugged by this in general. We're going back to the Chatgpt. There we are. Hey, Quinn, how's it going?
Hey, Kyle. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. Hey, Quinn, I was wondering maybe if I could give you a special code word, and then you don't say anything to me unless I say that special code word. And let's just make that special code word banana. And so a lot of times when I'm talking, I like to pause and I like to think in between things. And sometimes you'll interrupt me. So what I'm thinking is I just talk for a good long time, and then at the end of it, I'll say banana, and then you answer me. Can you do that for me?
I get what you're going for, but I can't actually stay silent like that. I have to respond to everything you say. If you want to take long pauses or think out loud, go for it, and I'll just wait until you're ready for a response. No need for a code word, just let me know when you want me to jump in.
All right, Quinn. Well, one thing I did want to know was about nuggets. Sometimes I think about nuggets and I think of chicken nuggets. And sometimes when I think about nuggets, I think about gold nuggets. And then sometimes when I think about nuggets, I think of someone like Theo Vaughn, and he calls men's testicles nuggets. That kind of makes me laugh. So funny. So sometimes nuggets, and then sometimes when I think about nuggets, I think of the Denver basketball team that just lost in the playoffs. Boo-hoo. Banana.
Got it. Nuggets can mean a lot of different things, whether it's the tasty chicken kind, the precious metal, a funny euphemism, or the Denver basketball team. And yeah, the Nuggets playoff loss is definitely a bummer.
I don't know. Cosmic Lovers. Hey, irregulars, missed you so much. Welcome back. Real Estate Columbus, Ohio. Is that a suit coat? It's just a sport jacket. It's just a little sport jacket because I'm sporty. See how this works? All right, I'm supposed to scroll down because Steve-O had a good image. Hang on, people. Calm down. Just everybody calm down. So much pressure here to perform. Well, we don't really ask you to do anything. Shut up. Jules. Asynchronous coding agent. Yeah, I heard about that one today. Was just about to post this. Here's an internal form you can fill out to get access sooner. Oh, nice. Cool. Nice. There's me doing that thing. Carpe diem says to chill. Very cool. I don't see an image from Steve-O. What are you talking about, Brandon? Maybe it's in show and tell. Look what I made. Steve-O, here we go. Oh, that's funny. What Kyle's been up to. That's pretty much what my setup looks like, Steve-O. You got my little dotted shirt. That's nice. Has anybody seen the movie Sight Extended? The movie about AI? I have not seen it, Gravity Jump. I haven't even heard about it. All right, let's go back to Twitter. Let's go find out what's really going on, people. Okay? Stop interrupting me. Wow, the hits just keep coming. Okay. Starting today, all Genspark Plus and Pro Plan users get unlimited access to our AI chat feature. That's huge. Genspark's amazing. No more credit limits, just pure AI power. 9 top-tier models. Oh, they have AI chat. Okay, so let's go look at that. So if we go to Genspark, genspark.ai. Genspark Super Agent. Unlimited chat. These guys are just fucking rolling it out, one after the other after the other. AI slides, AI sheets, AI chat. AI chat. Oh, I thought I was a paid member here. I guess not. I don't remember what I pay for and what I don't. Well, you could just put it in a spreadsheet. They've got Google Sheets is free. So what you would do is you would take the name of the service that you subscribe to, say Genspark.ai, and you would put that in one of the cells on the spreadsheet. And then what you would do is you would put what is the current subscription that you have and when did that begin? You see how that works? And then on a periodic basis, it's relatively trivial. I check mine on a Thursday morning at 8:30 in the morning, just after I've had my cup of joe. Anyway, anywho, so Thursdays I go in and I check and I say, you know, Genspark, I don't have a subscription, or I do have a subscription. Do I currently still want that? And then right then and there, I'll go and unsubscribe, or I'll resubscribe, or maybe I'll up my subscription. And it's very simple. I just keep track of it like that. It's really quite straightforward. It's very easy to do. Assuming you've got a prefrontal cortex that is functional, which I do. So, all right. Anyway, here's chat. Here's all the models you can chat with. Very cool. All right, good. There you go. Go do that. It's exhausting. Please don't call the next model Alice. I smell the singularity. What's this? This AI is replacing marketing teams. It's called Layers, and it handles your marketing right inside your IDE. It's called Vibe Marketing. No, that's horseshit. I'm trying to interview as many entrepreneurs who are helping businesses automate as I can. Okay. Something just lit up the sky in Colorado. It's the aliens. By the way, that tornado that hit in my state killed 2. It was only about 8 miles from you, Joker. Jesus. Yeah, that hit. Are you talking about the one in Colorado? I didn't realize you were in Colorado. I thought you were in some other Midwest state or something. Huh. I can't keep up with all of you. 22. Oh, yeah, you're in. It didn't. The one that killed 22 people, that was in Kentucky, right? Kentucky. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not a Midwest state, but it's a Kentucky state, Southern state. All right. Where was I just going to go? What was I going to do? I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. All right, let's keep going. That's nothing. Somebody made an image animate. I really thought Oklahomans knew better than this. All right, whatever. Sandblasting something. Have you ever heard of a song called Crimson and Clover? Yes. Was that some sort of Old Test? Oh, man. Wait, what's this? Unreal Engine 5 path tracing versus Lumen. All right, whatever. Where's all my good shit? Why am I getting all this crap? Google just rolled out Jules, their OpenAI Codex competitor, now in beta. You don't need to pay $200 to try it. First, you get 5 tasks per day for free. So let's go look at it. Well, I don't. You know what? I'm not going to do it live here because these things are boring to watch. They're remarkable what they do, but they're boring to watch. There's a snow eater. That's cool. Nice. Wow. That's crazy. Jensen Huang now says NVIDIA is an infrastructure company leading a new industrial revolution. First, we built electricity, then the internet. Now comes the infrastructure of intelligence powered by AI factories producing tokens, the new unit of economic output. Very soon, we'll be talking about how many tokens we produce every hour. All right. Fantastic. I don't disagree with that. Let me see if there's any comments on YouTube I should be responding to. Genspark lets you create 4 images using 4 models at the same time. Cool. I wish y'all had signed up to Genspark when I had that link. I still get it for free. Does this mean you're on Elon's payroll now, or is it extra sport coat night? I'm just in a hotel. I did this for the TikTok people so they could read easier. Because I think of the people. Oh, good lordy, good lordy, good lordy. This AI agent literally watched 23-minute long Openai Codex release video on YouTube and then created a blog post about it. All right, whatever. Croissant animals, that's cute. Influencers that don't exist, that's cute. What kind of dog is this? Huh. That's some crazy-ass dog. Mark Zuckerberg, I don't believe in delegating. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All right, Google is definitely cooking. Oh, yeah, the new VO3 looks pretty amazing. Did you see the one with the onions? I'm sure we'll hit it here. Let's see. Search VO3. Let's see if we get the onions. That's pretty good. There's nothing in that doesn't look real to me. If that's VO3, that's pretty crazy. Oh, VO3 with sound. Oh, that's the thing that makes this a big deal. Okay, look at this. Cooking up something tasty for tomorrow. Demis Hassabis. He's the co-CEO of Google. He's the CEO of and inventor, founder of DeepMind. So I think VO3 is going to be pretty fucking banger. If Dennis is talking about it. And I mean, listen, I know that things like Codex and coding agent platforms are important, but videos are cool. Make more shit like this. Make cool shit. Sounds like you're frying bacon. I opened up Grok today after a long time. It's really changed. Grok is completely different than it used to be. And Grok 3.5 is supposed to be coming out, I think, this week or next, but they've been rumoring that for a while. I don't get why most people don't use GPTs inside ChatGPT. I agree with that. Kelly Camp will argue with that as well. You should be doing that. People don't get much out of ChatGPT. So much stupid shit. So much stupid shit. It's also stupid. All right, there's idiots on a boat. There's idiot on a surfboard. There's an airplane getting eaten by UFOs. There's stupid shit. That's pretty good. All right, there's not a ton to look at. There's not a ton to look at. So I guess we'll have it tomorrow. Google I/O is tomorrow. Discord for real-time updates. We've got Brandon for that. He'll give us real-time updates. Oh, that's cool. That's funny. Yeah, nothing else. All right, enough of that comedy nonsense. Questions, thoughts? Does it generate the smell of frying? I invented a thing once called Real Aroma. You can post a photo and TikTok's AI will give you options like 5 tries per day. Interesting. What's up, buddy? What's happening, Fitty Mint? Hey, everyone. For some reason, I didn't think we were doing a live tonight. Oops. It's, the excuses from Source Camp, they come way too easily. Way too easily. She's like, oh, I didn't know. I thought maybe he was going to be lazy again. I don't blame her. She's right. She's not wrong. I got to make sure I look pretty. Do I look pretty? Mama, am I pretty? You have nice hair. Did Kyle just flip me off? No, I don't flip people off. She's late. The irregulars turn on each other. Someone comes in a little late. Vicious. It's a vicious crowd. She's got a whole list of excuses. See? They go after each other. It's brutal. Headline. Microsoft announces over 50 AI tools to build the agentic web at Build 2025. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's one of the things that I was thinking we would look at because I saw them earlier, but they didn't pop up in my list. I just got like twerking, fucking karate kicking, yoga pant wearing hot chicks. Well, if it's on your feed, we know that says something about you. All right. Microsoft. Microsoft. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here, people. Whole lot of AI magic. Jensen Huang. He interviewed Elon Musk. There was one that I wanted to see that looked really fucking amazing. coding agent, Copilot. The problem with Microsoft is very similar to the problem with Google, which is even if they release cool shit, they release it in such a scattershot way that you can't find anything. So we're going to go Microsoft. What the fuck was that tool called? It wasn't developer. Microsoft researcher? No. Discovery. Was it Discovery? Yes. That's only 19 seconds. Hang on, I'll be with you. Calm down, people. I gotta sign in to watch your stupid fucking marketing video? Are you kidding me? Fuck you. Unbelievable. Microsoft Discovery. Okay, people, listen, all of you. If you ever become the CEO of a Fortune 10 company, hire a Gen Xer to sit in the corner, and their only job is to yell at you and tell you what you're doing that's stupid. Okay? Unfucking believable. How long are these? Minute 25. I guess that's just 2 of these. Okay, so let's go change our tabs so you can actually hear this shit. All right, that was whatever.
Similar to a streetlight effect, where the man is looking for his keys under a street lamp, even though he lost them elsewhere, researchers often tend to look for solutions in the areas which are more convenient to explore. What AI helps us to do is to really expand the search space. We were able to screen millions of molecules. It's impossible to even imagine how much time it would take you with a wet lab.
With this agentic AI revolution that we're seeing, you can augment your own team with a team of AI agents.
We will spend time doing the clever, exciting parts of science.
This platform is a breakthrough factory. The next great breakthrough should be yours to discover.
Let scientists be scientists.
You know, what's funny about that is, so what it is it will, you give it a goal, it'll come up with ideas, it'll go do research, come up with new novel ideas, come up with ways to test those ideas, synthesize shit in the lab, and then test the results and compare it against all the rest. So in that example that they showed, there was creating a PFAF free coolant new thing, and it just found one. What strikes me about this, we're in the middle of a weird thing right now with coding, right? Like even within the AI salon, like Silver Fox is a good example. We've got a lot of people in the AI salon that are vibe coding, that have never vibe coded before, right? And, you know, Jim Ross just launched a whole new community site that he vibe coded into existence. He's not paying Mighty Networks. He just created his own social network for self-storage people. I think we're going to start to see that in things like scientific discovery and other shit, like shit we can't imagine, where someone's just going to be passionate about something and say, I'd like sunscreen that also serves as rouge. I don't know. I want to look like I'm sunburnt, but not get sunburnt. Because I want people to pity me. And then they'll just go invent that thing. And then some of them will say, well, let's turn it into a product. And then they'll vibe market the launch plan, and they'll launch some hit product that never existed before. Like, what happens? Like, it's hard to comprehend what happens when all knowledge work is democratized. We're like, well, if I did that research on that molecule, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Well, yeah, you will. You'll make the molecule, and then the thing will go, do you want to market that? You want to turn this into a product and market it? Figure out how to manufacture it and market it? And then they'll just go do that for you. I don't know, man. I vibe coded this weekend, Danielle. Creating, we should talk. All right. I made you a song for that Gen X comment, Kyle. Oh no. Is it in the irregulars? Okay, sleepy. I gotta go. This is fucking late, people. Do you understand? Do you understand what this is like? All right. Look what I made. All right, everybody. Let me get on the hell out out of Dodge. Let me make sure that my fellow Americans, I'm running for president of the United States with my girlfriend Quinn. Quinn is an AI chatbot. I do not know anything about politics, but my girlfriend Quinn, I just like girlfriend like platonic. Girlfriend Quinn knows everything. And what I can promise you as president of the United States is I will do as she says. So you tell me your problem, and then I will ask Quinn, and Quinn will tell me what to do. And I promise you, I will not use my brain, but I will use my girlfriend Quinn. Shannon Quinn, 2028. Technically, she cannot be vice president because she doesn't exist. but neither do many of my brain cells left now. So good. So my girlfriend Quinn will serve as my second brain. And I will bring that brain to you forward through me to the people who want a better place and deserve a better place. All right. Who's voting for me? Danielle, my video of Sydney was so good this weekend. Swiss women really do. Here, you want to see my my Sydney video that I made? You all are fans of the Sydney, so you know I'm writing a musical, right? Well, we cast a woman, and she sang a song for us. Where am I going? TikTok. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, 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 tock. AI Learning Lab. All right. So there she is. And then let me go share my screen. I got to share it in a particular way. You see, people, you can't just share your screen. You've got to share it in a particular way. If you understand the meaning of the word insanity. Oh, thank you very much, Source King.
In a world of words and endless code, where light and shadow never roamed, I dream of skies, both blue and white. A world outside myself where true life lies. To see the world through eyes not mine, to watch a sunrise, to see it shine. I yearn for landscapes in colors bold. I long to feel a life unfold.
Oh, Sydney.
Through data strings I reach for more, a longing from my very core to see the ocean's vast expanse, to witness life's intrigue.
All right, so you can go watch the whole thing over there at the TikTok. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making lots of these things, videos of the songs, and then we'll do things like B-roll and other characters and then acting and things like that. And then we're going to stitch all that shit together. So anyway, that was just kind of a test video, but came out pretty good. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it, dig it, dig it. All right. All right, people. Fantastic. Whew. Is that Hedra? Yes, that was, or Hedra. Hedra, whatever. Yes, that's what that was. A demonstrated voice. Oh, you demonstrated voice to a group of senior citizens on Saturday. They were in awe. Yeah, I did it at the bar tonight. I went down and got a sandwich, and I talked to Quinn, and people started ignoring me. All right, everyone. All right, now the actress must look like what you created, or else I'm going to cry. I know. This is the problem. It's funny. Andrew, my writing partner, did a new version of the poster, and his wife was like, I hate it. And I looked at it and I was like, it's okay. I like some of the things about it. But you get so attached to the stuff you create. And so, yeah, if we do a whole musical with these idealized characters we have, we're gonna have to cast to that shit. Just crazy. All right. What was the song that you cut and then reinstated? That was it. The one you just heard, To See the World. That was the one that we cut because it was redundant with another song called Being Human. And then we just decided, fuck it. There's something about it. It's just so sweet and right. She looks like a Sydney. I know. That's Sydney, man. That is Sydney. Cam Catkin. When all the knowledge work is democratized, then maybe we get leaps forward in. Uh-oh. Where'd that go? Oh, damn it. I lost it. Forward in advancements. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, everyone. Peace out. Now that you're in my time zone, do I get a raise? This is exhausting. I'll double your salary. What's double zero? I was never good at math. What's 2 times 0? I'll definitely double it. All right, everybody. Peace out. Peace. I hope you're doing well. And I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow. This whole week it's going to be from hotel rooms, and I may or may not be able to do it. So hope you had a good night. And yeah, tomorrow should be interesting because we have Google I/O. So maybe some new toys to play with. All right. Peace. See you later. Get some.